Hello and welcome to the DVDS. I'm Andrew. It's been a while. I figured since I'm going to university tomorrow, I may as well record one video just to show the channel's still going. Apologies for this video being so long since the last one. Every time we catch a break, everything seems to catch up with us again. So let's get started. This video will be slightly longer since I've been gathering stuff for a while but just never had the chance to record it. So we'll start with stuff at the back since it was the furthest away and stuff that I got. Now we'll start with this. This is the first item I picked up and it must have been June, July. As you can see, it's a Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES. And I got this at a car boot sale. In fact, I got quite a few of these items at car boot sales. You can be surprised what you can find at them. Now, usually I'm not a fan of car boot sales because most stuff's generally either trash, not working, or broken. But sometimes you gotta take a chance with this stuff. So the first item is a SNES that I got. As you can see, it's changed colour slightly, but wear and tear would do that, and everything seems to be in working order with it. I've tried it, I've plugged it into the TV. Everything seems to work. Now the first thing you may notice is that, well, there's a big hole in it, and to be honest, I didn't even notice that till I got home, so it was well hidden. But even with that little bit of damage, you know, everything works in it. I got nothing else with it. I missed the chance to pick up a game. I didn't notice you could have got a game with it. But you know what? Ah well, I've got games for it at home anyway. Now I was worried because there was no power supplies with, or power packs with it, etc. But turns out that the power supply or pack from the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, actually does fit it, so that's good. And I have had to go digging up my whole console, or my console controllers and games. I found a few of them. I might go over them someday in another video. The next item you may notice is actually part of this box as well. It's a Nintendo 64. Again, I picked this up at the car boot sale around July time. It seems to be pretty good order. A bit missing, but I would assume it's not important. I got all the wires with it, so I did. And with that, there's the power supply. And I got two controllers. Now I haven't had a proper chance to test to see if this is working. But as you can see, the wires have tangled themselves. Believe it or not, about a week ago I had this all sorted out and kept in the box so it wouldn't do that. Yeah, wires and technology. Well, as you can see, it's in pretty good condition. There's little to nothing wrong with it. There's a bit of a rattle inside, but I would assume that's due to wear and tear. I have tried the system out, and I did get a couple games with it. So I did, but, well, I've set them to the side for safety. And, well, when you try to keep something safe, you end up misplacing it. So it's somewhere in my room. I'll have to have a look for them for another video. But as you can see, it's pretty good, and it's a pretty rare find. I forgot to mention, the NES, or not NES, SNES, actually cost me, what was it, £20, I think, yeah, and I seen that as a good deal. And the Nintendo 64, now, it cost me £40 along with controllers, and I think a couple of games, which isn't too bad. The next item's up. Sure, I'll do these since you know, Pokemon X and Y are coming out. I bought these figurines. Now, I could have bought more. The problem was the cost was starting to go up. They're only £1 a bag, but I didn't want to blow my money. Again, I got these at a car boot sale. Someone did a good job of collecting, so they did. So let's see what we have. Poliwhirl, Heracross, Charmander, Bulbasaur, Dragonite, Clefable, Degala, Poliwrath, Mewtwo, Wurmple, Venusaur, Squirtle, Pikachu, another Heracross, Jigglypuff, and a Rattata. So, I like them. I used to collect these when I was younger, so I figured, why not collect them now again? Like, I'm always going to be a Pokemon fan, and may as well have some memorabilia. As you can see, I've just moved stuff there so that there's more room for these, since there is quite a few DVDs and etc. So we'll start with the DVDs and movies first. So the first series I bought, now these were all bought at a car boot sale as well. It was free for $1.50, so they were. First series we got was Lois and Clark and the New Adventures of Superman. I've always been a Superman fan, but I'd never actually seen this series, and to be honest, I don't think I've actually heard of it either. But I figured when I seen it, you know, as a true Superman fan, you gotta try it out. I haven't got to watch it yet now. Between packing for uni and organising the stuff for uni. The next movie up is Dragon Wars. Now I have to admit, I've watched it and sort of slightly overwhelmed by the amount of CGI in it. Now the CGI was good, but it was very, parts of it felt very budget-like. The dragons, it all seemed, they were really cool looking, but sometimes they seemed out of place. Like they hadn't been lit or lighted in the right lighting to match the surrounding area. It's a good watch, but I found the movie fluent and I didn't really understand a lot of it, but CGI effects were good, so I suppose that's something. The next movie, or movies I should say, because it's actually a series. Now, since I was a kid, Bionicle toys were the best things ever to get if you like building, but you couldn't be bothered building with Lego bricks. Even though Bionicle is sort of owned by Lego, but that's not the point. Well, I haven't watched the movies yet. The discs all seem in good condition. I got this set of free for £1, and I said, why not? I've played one game, the first level of one game, and I've had quite a few figures over my lifespan, so I got Bionicle, the Mask of Light, Bionicle, Legends of the Nut, and Bionicle's Web of Shadows. Now, I'll probably put time aside to them someday, but for now, packing's a little bit more of an issue. The next movie I got bought to me for my birthday. That's how far back this stuff goes. As you can see is the Skycrawlers. I haven't got to watch it. If people don't know already, I am one of the biggest anime manga fans out there. And it looks like a good watch. I really do need to set time aside to look at it, watch. But sure. I might get to do that later on today before I start packing my other stuff. Who knows? And the next one is actually a live action anime movie. As you can see, the cast of Death Note was in Reunite. He was in the live action Death Note. Kanji, the Ultimate Gambler. Now, this movie was a surprise to me. Now, I didn't actually realize it was an anime turned live action until after the movie. But I enjoyed it. Got a 10 out of 10. Ultimately, I found it was really good, but I think if you took away all the gambling cards and just strapped in Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you have a pretty good live action Yu-Gi-Oh movie. Hint, hint, and wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyone who's got that time. But I highly recommend this movie. It's a good thriller, a lot of suspense, if you're into that type of thing. And even if you're not an anime manga fan, it's still got good action in bits. So I highly recommend it. Finally, we come to the last pile, which are new games. So, might as well get started. The first one is the Atari Anniversary Edition for PC. Done by Sold Out. Basically, it's a rehash and all the old classic games put into the new ones. So I haven't had a chance to play it, as you see. It's still sealed, but I might get to it someday. The next game is WarioWare Inc. For GameCube. It has over 200 minigames, as stated by Wario. Not to argue. Never played the WarioWare games, so well, that's a lie. I've played the WarioWare Wii, but apart from it, I've played no other games. I assume this is very much like it, without the Wii controller. I must give it a go sometime. It was already open when we got to it. All these games and stuff were, I think they were £2 for the lot, if even. Can't remember. Here we got Softkeys Coretta Card Gold. A card making utensil, basically. It's handy when you don't want to spend a lot of money on your own cards, so you can make your own. With my experience with Photoshop and stuff, I figured I'd give it a go. Who knows? And the next game, you may recognize it, is Manhunt. Now, I've not played the Manhunt series, but its infamy has actually reached to here. Quite brutal sound from the sounds of it and from what I've read. So I look forward to playing it when I get the opportunity to. Next up is the PC Gamer presents Operation Flashpoint, apparently the Game of the Year edition. Never played a Flashpoint game. A lot of these games I have not played, so, or I've ever played, so I must actually try a lot of them. Got a 90%, so it must be good. And the Game of the Year edition is pretty good too. But I've not played a lot of war type games either. Next up is Shellshock Nam 67. Again, I haven't played it, so I don't know what else to say about it. I've actually never heard of the game. It's for the original Xbox, so not sure what it's like. Must try it again. I must try it. There's a lot of stuff I need to try. Last but not least is Republic the Revolution. Not sure about it. Obviously, before it was sold for $9.99 or £15 each. But you see, the cardboard sales, they're a really good source of cheap stuff. So with all that, that's what I've picked up the past few months. But as you can see, it proves that you don't know what you can get if you go to a car boot sale. There may be a load of crap, but there may be that one item, that one specific item you're looking. But ultimately, it's full of crap. No offense to anyone. At least where I'm from, it is. So, as you can see, a lot of stuff gathered. I actually have a few other bits and pieces, but yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long. It would have got out of hand the amount of stuff I've been collecting. So, ultimately that's it. Thanks again for watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe if you like the channel. There will be more videos on the way, but for now, I think we'll upload as often as we can for now. We're both starting university, and well, between me and Adam, we need to start preparing for that, but no worries. Hopefully the next Pokemon Blue video might be up next week, maybe. Depends on the time and the internet. Since I'm moving, I have to reapply, or I have to apply for internet privileges, but hopefully I'll get it. In the meantime, it's been nice speaking to you all again. I'm Andrew, this is the Media Hounds Show, and thanks for watching. Bye.